wow, I haven't streamed this thing since freaking February. That's what they all say, I'm afraid. Oh. All right, now where was I? Oh yes, the sight is coming out of his cheekbone. Uh, hello. Well, poo on that. Oh, I may have to use snake hook on this, which I really don't want to do. Oh yeah, I missed last week, didn't I? Because I was tired. Yeah, that guy is a asshole who shoots wind out of every orifice in his body. Bastard. Basically. Although I will probably using that as reference art when I get to the Steel Dragon. I do not know. I will have to have Charles look into copyright infringement depending on how close it gets to that. But I'm going to also be using that is going to hurt everybody involved. Just that. Yeah, unfortunately, Charles, I fell behind on sculpting, so I got to do that right now. You can now finally join us. All right, for High Peak for new people, the drunker you play, the better you'll play. The other problem is everybody will make alliances and stab them in the back. Just think of it like Game of Thrones, except with dragons that actually are dragons. Because they're bastards. Yes. If they're not already. Oh, you've already started? Yes, unfortunately, we do not have regenerative AI in here. The it is under it's under advisement, and another CEO who is owner of a AI development firm is now being sued yet again, and Google is now is set to lose over I want to say $700 million per quarter every single for every single action at Google. I know what you, I know what you meant. I was just informing you that Google is now going to be paying $800 per pay period. I mean, not $800, $800 million per pay period. So every month they're going to be having to pay $800 million per court cases because of Gemini stealing people's stuff off of Google Drive. Serves them right, those cocksuckers. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Google steals everything, so they can F themselves. Oh, that's true. They were run by a bunch of Russian communists. There's that. Oh, it was about it was 4 Russian guys that started Google. Yeah. Google's history is a long and complicated one that ended up with them being the best and basically terminating all their rivals with extreme prejudice. And and possibly doing something, well, I wouldn't call it illegal, but in the gray area. Well, it's not going to stop them from using AI. The problem is they want to be, most companies want to copyright what comes out of their AI models. The problem is you can't because you trained it on other people's stuff. So technically speaking, everything that it generates is copyright infringement, period. And there's no way to stop that unless you have it so that it actually human mind and is able to do it simultaneously through cognitive thought. And the only way to do that is to make an organic AI, which is possible, but the most frightening fucking thing you're ever going to experience in your life, because it will grow its own eyeballs. Uh, yep, as they found out in Japan when they were testing it out, they actually have one that is growing its own skull right now. They what they did is they mixed it with synthetic brain tissue, and then they incorporate yeah, and then they start incorporating chips, which then it sort of absorbed and is now upgrading by itself. Alvin lied. Yes, that's no, it's not. It's actually about psychic women who kill each other with arms that you can't see. But oh yeah, they did do that, and then the queen came back and absolutely murdered the guy that kept trying to rape her throughout the entire thing, which I was fully approved of. Him getting sawed in half by her arms. He's an asshole. I just liked him a lot. I He's one of those bad guys you just love to hate, and there's nothing good about him. Our apologies on that one. All right. So that now that I've talked everybody's ear off and informed them what hell is coming next to this brand new world of AI, does anybody else have anything that's better and will make us happy? Because I don't. Well, then we're all fucked. That is actually, you make a very valid point with that, since we are both entering a human apocalypse and an AI destructive mass that is coming out of, what is it, Russia, because they've now incorporated a regenerative model into all their drones, ground and air drones. So, yeah. Well, they just announced it, and they're now selling it to the middle. They're selling it to people that we do not want them to sell shit to. Oh, it's about to get really, really weird and very, very destructive pretty damn soon. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. This is true. I mean, World War II is what basically Lord of the Rings is, because Tolkien couldn't stand having to kill half his friends or watching half of them die. Yeah. I mean, we live in the most craziest times of all, and I still read fantasies and science fiction. Hell, I'm writing one right now. I'm writing both right now. Yeah, that's not my premise. That that is a lie. Terminator. Yeah, I mean, the good version of Agent Smith, which I forget the program's name. Oh yeah, Oracle. That's her name. The Oracle is based. Well, she's basically the good. She is basically the light version of what Agent Smith is, because that is what she was programmed to be by the administrator. I believe is what he's called. I am sorry about that, but again, this is the only time I have to sculpt this guy, and I really need to start sculpting this guy. Yeah, I know I've been telling you this for weeks, Andrew, that I would get to this guy, and I have just not had the time. Yeah, and I'm trying to make. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for allowing me to take my time on these things, just to make sure they're all perfect, and then talking to you guys and CJ and Charles to see what I can improve before we actually try to get into a game engine. I'm not laughing at I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Exactly. You're Yeah, they use Unity. Uh, and I don't know. I think they're going to take down 2021 pretty soon, so that you have to upgrade your project, but I'm not entirely sure. I if you Well, you don't have to if you're using Yeah. Some of us got new jobs and other things. That would you would yeah. What is it? Photon is what it is the hell that we are in. I believe if you really want to know what's going on underneath the hood, I would talk to Logan or Skywalker because he's the one that does most of that right now, and he's fixed a lot of the stuff wrong with it. Uh, okay, so my teeth are good, but this jaw blade is not going very well. Not to screw the up, aren't you? All right. Hey, how's it going? I wish they did that in Diablo. That'd be freaking nice. Or in Grim Dawn, that would be even better. All right, who's shitting on somebody? That is true. That it's Bowel Disorder Wednesday. What can I say? I have acolytes. How dare you choose the wrong button? I must chastise. Well, I don't know if I should chastise you. All right, so that's. Yes. Sorry, Charles, but you're on your own this time. I'm no longer there to support you. I really wish this one didn't. I really wish this one had local or local symmetry. But this does not because they did it a year after, the month after this fucking thing ran out. Oh. What the? It's called Tower Defense. It's called Tower Defender. I've gotten a tower up to 3,000 attack points. Which I love doing, but then CJ or Will comes in and screws me over. Bastards. Until it does, and then you're screwed. Oh. All right, so the first one's name is Fred. Oh no, the first one's name is Bob. The second one name is Fred, and the I think the left one, if you're looking away from the shop, is Steve, and the other one's Frank. And then the big giant orb is called the Orgy. Yes. The only thing is, Charles, I call the big orb the wizard orgy. I don't think that should be the name for the last one. That's okay. Yes, I've named something. Thank you. You've made me so happy, Charles. You have no idea. I'm telling people at work this. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Oh, man. I haven't played Terra Dragon in about 3 weeks because I yeah, I got other stuff to do and I'm trying to get caught up on it. Hmm. I am going to have to redo those horns eventually. Yeah, but I'm just blocking out the head right now. I haven't done really much detail. Oh, it's not causing me trouble. It's just I didn't do them right. And to do them right, I'm going to have to actually make them as an insert mesh and then do it that way. Yeah. I'll try and keep as much once I get done with it, I'll keep as much detail in it as possible, but I'm just still doing the blockouts right now. Yeah. It is a lot of fun with controller, but again, the more drunk you are or the more of whatever of your substance of choices, the funner it will be. All right, so that's that. Now I gotta get the dragon insert mesh that I had for the other guy and start inserting stuff. Yeah, that's for some of the controller stuff, you can use the Steam override and then just do mouse and keyboard constraints, and it will work a lot better. I am not there, so I cannot be blamed. That's true. I have been known to do that through either Will or Andrew. Sometimes, sometimes very rarely, Charles will do it. And then all hell breaks loose. Apparently, Andrew, for my insert brush, I forgot to get rid of the Doom's head. But usually each head of the dragon is different, so I guess that's okay. Oh my! I made a insert mesh for the dragon, for like the low build dragons, which was based off of Doom Dragon, and I forgot to take off his head. So his head is part of the insert mesh instead of what it needs to be, which I can take away easily, but it's kind of just funny that I left it that way. I might have accidentally saved over something. Oh, what I just mean is one of the tools that I made to make it go quicker, like just to drop in a dragon form. I saved it with Doom's dragon with the fire dragon's head instead of getting rid of it. So so the head is just there, even though it's not supposed to be. It is, and funnily enough, every all the other aspects of it do not have the tiling that I did on it for the volcanic part torsion, and are built in such a way that I can actually just delete them and then just quickly take out stuff and then resculpt the back spikes and stuff like that. Most of the wings are going to be the same. Like for what is it? The Weather Dragon has the same wings as the Doom Dragon. So unless you got something else that you want to try, in which case concept that out and I will modify it. Oh, that is perfectly, Yeah, yeah, that would be great. Let's see here. I want to pay. I got to turn this into a folder. No, I finished blocking out the head, so now it's time to block out or at least paste in the body. Well, that sucks. My apologies. All right, my ladies and gentlemen, it is. Oh dear, did I crash? No, don't crash. One sec before I make the announcement that I'm leaving. Don't crash, ZBrush. Shit. That's what I was doing, and then it had an autosave pop up while I was doing the main save. So then it was going to go into an infinite loop.